Are you ready for some funny music that actually rocks as well? And sung from a libertarian bar attitude. You know what I mean by a libertarian bar attitude? You don't care about the preachers, don't care about the politicians, don't care about your boss. Leave me alone. I'm going to sit here and get drunk. I'm coming home, honey, I am. That kind of attitude. Guys at a bar attitude. That point of view. You're in the mood for that? Yes, you are. And it rocks. It rocks righteously. And it's great. I'll explain further after I say, hey group, welcome to Extract Corner. I'm your host, Richard May, and it's just funny, true. It has to be true to be funny. And it really does rock. Has a bit of AC/DC swagger, a bit of country rock drang, kind of like in the more modern sound of country rock, Black Crowes, Georgia Satellites. Maybe a touch, more than a touch of Mojo Nixon, without being as serious as Mojo Nixon, as much as Mojo Nixon was serious. Your little polka religion, the Holy Rollers with the priest collars. 60 years after Lemmy was in a band that did it first, the Rockin' Fickers from England. Yes, that was Lemmy's first major band, the Rockin' Fickers. He played guitar and wore a priest collar. Outraged to squares in the 1960s. They're like the first, I forget if they were the first ones to do that gag or whatever. He wasn't that appreciated by the squares. Still isn't, I'm sure. And of course, in the frequent twist, when I talk about a band with drang and, just good old redneck, and this is pretty much redneck, hillbilly, rock and roll. Where are they from? North Carolina? No. Florida? No. American Midwest? No. They're Dutch. The Netherlands, Holland, tulips. Okay, it has Amsterdam, and they're messed up, and a lot of drugs in Amsterdam, and we love them for it. But this band's not from Amsterdam. I forget the specific city they're from in the Netherlands. Netherlands is more than Amsterdam. Go figure. So, they call themselves rough and roll with a mission. It's their third record, third release, a full-length and EP. In their sense of humor, they call their EP the debut record, the debut album. That's the title of it, the debut album. It's not an album, it's an EP. And they had a full-length album before it, but never mind. The relatively new band, they're just celebrating their 5th anniversary this year. And And, how they market themselves is, the alternative. No. Indie rock. Sure they are. It's just rock and roll. That's all it is. It's straightforward bar band. In the 70s and 80s, they could have fit right in America in the Midwest among a whole bunch of bands and blended right in the Midwest of America in the late 70s and early 80s, especially the late 70s. A lot of bar bands. Not punk at all. The closest they could claim was alternative. They kind of knew they could not get away with describing themselves as punk, and it's not. It is comedy. I don't believe they're serious all the time. The wives know better, or girlfriends, whoever their status is. The odd thing for me, I enjoyed the record from the start, but I didn't totally get into the songs until the second half. You get 15 songs in 58 minutes. This is not going to be LP. Now, this is going to be a very expensive double album. It's a CD. So, but all the songs I like, that I really loved, is the back half. Let me count. 4, 5, 6, 9th. Is this my count? 5 there, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 through 15. I just left out one song from 9 to 15. And all the songs are fine. All the songs are cool. It's all killer, no filler. It is. But the songs I saved to hear later, when I do the shuffle feature and want to hear the best stuff that I like, it's the second half of this album. Drink and Drive. I don't drink. I'm a poser. But it's a song dedicated to drunk driving. Pray Hard, their issues with religion. The Kool-Aid song, I guess, about Jonestown, where we get the phrase Kool-Aid, drink the Kool-Aid. And I skipped the bus song, been run over by a bus. I came too close one time. I don't find it as funny as others, but I'm sure you might. It's okay. Hot Tub, Hot Chicks and Hot Tub, we've all been there. Action Hank, love that song about having the cool alcoholic dad, and it's your dad. And you can kick your dad's ass. Many of us think our dad could have kicked other dads' asses. This guy, the narrator of this song, the son of Action Hank, his dad can. He can't beat the crap out of your dad. He's an alcoholic, and the narrator wants to grow up as an alcoholic like his dad. This band has grown up with a song called Drink and Drive, a couple tracks before that song. And then the last song, Deader Than Disco. Having survived the disco scare, I appreciate that. Did I mention they're from Holland? God, this is one redneck record. And I really can't tell you much about the band because the one section where I would get some background is in Dutch. Maybe there was a feature somewhere. Oh, here's for a translation. I didn't bother with translation. It was in Dutch. So, a really good trio. Rocks really nicely. It just really is good stuff. Not for the faint-hearted is part of their PR that I can see in English. And the one strange thing is, on the first song, Sex Attack, it's not so much a date, it's a sex attack. Is that date rape? Never mind. We trust them. And there's a Nixon clip. President Nixon. I know I have an international audience. Yeah, the I'm Not a Crook clip. He earned everything he's got. Yeah, I earned everything I got. Yes, I'm old enough to do almost. I lost my Nixon somewhere over the decades. Just shake your head when you're talking. That's most of it. I'm not a crook. And guys, you're in the Netherlands. You're safe from Trump. Okay? You could have used any number of Trump clips, not from 50 years ago, but from 50 minutes ago. 50 hours tops of whatever the point was of quoting Nixon in a song about sex attack. It's a cool drop in. I liked it. But I don't know. It's a cool album. I think you'll love it. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Well, let's check my notes. See if I forgot anything. Production's cool. Ain't no ballads. Just rocks all the way through for the 58 minutes. Mixed company? She better have a damn good sense of humor. Especially for something called Sex Attack and Hot Tub and all the hot chicks in the hot tub and Action Hank by your alcoholic dad and that might be your father-in-law. Stepdad. Yeah, that's not totally a cool song. Did I forget the lyric? How old was the son? I assume the son was let's say the son was an adult. It was time for the son to get the hell out of the house and get a job. Which is the point of the song. And really cool stuff. I think you'll love it. And all of it should offend somebody. Definitely stuff to be offended by. Don't play it for the preacher. Preacher may not appreciate the cover with the two guys who may not be Papa J. I imagine Papa J is the one without the collar. I don't know if the preacher will appreciate this. No. Appreciate it, won't appreciate it. But it's cool stuff. It is fun. And it is on YouTube. Check it out. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to Action Rock Corner. Ring the notification bell. And go listen to Poppa J and the Holy Rollers. Canceled. Did I remember to say the title of the record? Until now? Well, you clicked on it. You kind of noticed what the record was, right? But yeah, I shouldn't screw up like that. I think I've done it twice recently. Just a fundamental that I should have wrapped up after 450 some videos. But here we are. And for the latest. So yeah, come back and tell us what you think of Poppa J and the Holy Rollers. Canceled. It rocks. It does rock. You know, never mind the comedy part. You know, it does indeed rock. Good old-fashioned rock and roll. No hyphens. You know, not punk / that or this or it's just rock and roll. Action, and for the latest, didn't action rock, energy rock, garage rock, punk, psychobilly, stoner rock, anything really rocks, and classic and legacy bands. Come back here to Action Rock Corner, we'll have it for you. Remember, have fun with your music. This is fun. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.